And I'm in the shot. Hey, Denzel, Chaser here. And I guess it's the end of the month, so we need to go through everything that's happened. Everything I picked up, everything we traded, everything I sold. First time doing like, I guess a kind of face-to-face cam shot, video, podcast, whatever this is. Normally I'm with like TJ, the other half of Hachi Collectibles, and we're at different like card shows or card nights, card parties. And so when we go to those, we're usually vending, buying, selling, trading, and then from time to time, if it gets like lulls or certain breaks, I'll walk around with this bad boy, the big, well, I say it almost knocks over the entire table, the big binder collection. And usually I have like this, the action camera on, or I'll have like the Canon camera like set up somewhere near the table, and I'll record like the footage from the shows, the interactions, the trades, kind of vendor POV. But there's always something happens. There's always like, oh, the mic wasn't hooked up correctly, or I wasn't in the shot, or I didn't show the cards to either this camera or the camera like on the sides. And so a lot of those I need to like go through and find the salvageable clips, or maybe they're even too old at this point to be relevant. So there's like maybe like a few videos on the channel. But I still enjoyed all the different interactions with the customers, with the fans, with the audience, with just other collectors and players. But during that journey, I usually walk around and get stuff for the PC. And so I never really got a chance to like compile all of it together, but either way, the good news is that one of the collection goals is finished. Actually, let me move some of this stuff out the way. We finished. The goal was to get all the English trainers, all the full art, special illustration rares of the trainer cards. And thanks to all the different organizers of the different events, all the different vendors, people coming by with Hachi Collectibles and selling to us or trading to us, I was able to finish that collection. And so I showed it a couple of times, either in just person or different videos, but I was finally able to get it done. And so I'm trying to remember, I probably did it in like shorts or TikToks or whatever, where I talked about, okay, well, why am I even doing this? But I used to play. And so if you played Pokemon, either now or even in the past, the supporters were like the most important kind of game-changing, game-ending, tide-turning parts of the game. Like you'd have your like setup Pokemon or your like Pokemon that would get you into the game to either draw cards or massive attacks, massive damage, but like it would also oftentimes come to Lysander for game, or boss's orders, and to shuffle the cards out of your opponent's hand. These were the cards that would turn the tide of battle. And maybe it's because of that, maybe it's because I played a lot of RPGs and other games that I like the characters. Like I have my favorite Pokemons, obviously, but I like the characters, like the people, the supporters, the trainers, the stories of the people in that world of Pokemon. And so I just decided to collect them, and thanks to everybody in the community, I was able to finish. And it started with N. And so N was the first supporter cards, first trainer card they made in this like full art treatment. So where it's like borderless and it's kind of coming out of the frame. And before this, there was no other card kind of like this. And so that's why I decided to start here. Obviously there's trainer cards, supporter cards before this, but this was the first time they had done something like this, all the way back in 2011 with Noble Victories. And when I started, I think I took them all out. I wonder if there's any still in here. But the way I started the collection goal, I guess I took them all out. See if I can find one. I feel like I left one or two in here. Is it behind? Oh, here it is. So I went through and I printed out all the different cards I needed on this, like just regular paper in black and white. And so that way I would know, okay, I need like a Guzma Hollow. And this is what it looks like. And I didn't want to print in color so I wouldn't get confused, like, oh, do you have it? I was like, oh no, this is clearly not a real card, this is a piece of paper. And so as I would get the cards, I would take the paper out and put in the real card. Some of them I kept in, and then sometimes, I guess now, I'm gonna put like the half art or like the regular version of the card behind it, and then the full art treatment. And the goal was to have all the different full arts and illustration rares. So I don't need the papers anymore because I'm already done with all of them. But that's how I started. So this was full of just those regular pieces of paper, and then through the months, I think it just took around like maybe 6 to 8 months, because a lot of these I already had. So like, for example, like this Bianca. I remember pulling this from Hobbyworks in Fairfax, Virginia. Bought a box of Boundaries Crossed and was upset because I had pulled Bianca, which was a hit of the box, hit of the case, but not Keldeo X, which was a competitively viable, good Pokemon at the time. You could use its ability to rush in, reset abilities, reset the mode, and with a Float Stone, move it out of the way. So you could move something else in to get like your Darkrai or the other Pokemon at the time that maybe Mewtwo that were hurt out of the way, and then move into a fresh Pokemon that didn't take any damage yet or was ready to swap places with it. Obviously I traded over time to keep my decks current, but then I kind of still held on to the supporters. So I still have the Bianca. Even though I was upset to pull it all those years ago, I still have it. And then some of these I didn't have that I had to get recently. So like a lot of these newer, they're still old, like 2017. Hex Maniac, when it first came out, I think this is one of the OG banned cards, didn't have this full art treatment. And then in later sets, they made this alternate art version that had the full art treatment, where they're like full art, popping out of the card, special illustration. It didn't change when it got rotated, because it has like the A, but there was no other version of this card before this card, at least not full art. And so yeah, so that's Noble Victories, and then the different like Boundaries Cross, and then even for Plasma with Colress and Ghetsis. Then we have like, a knowledge check. I know Flash Fire. Yeah, this is like the Genesix set. I'm like blanking on the set names all of a sudden. Furious Fist. This was like when Worlds was in DC that first time. But yeah, these were like the cool cards, the playable cards, the cards that would either get you back into the game or help you to win the game. And I figured it'd be cool to put them all together as we go through and kind of get that goal done. Some of these I traded for. Like I remember I had the Japanese version of Misty's Favor, and then I traded for the English one because I wanted to finish it all in Japanese, in English. There are some that didn't come out in English, so they were like either Japanese exclusive or other languages. I still want those, but they're either more expensive or I'll just do that as a separate goal. And then as we go along, we get to like Cynthia. I think this is like one of my favorite ones, the Cynthia with the shiny Lucario and the Garchomp. and now we're in like the Sun and Moon era with like the tag teams with the red and blue. We got Rosa, and then we go into like Sword and Shield with like Marnie, and then Team Yell. And then they switched it up. They started doing these rainbow rares, which I was gonna say at the time, but I still think even now people don't like them, but they were the highest hit. And so the Agatha, that was the last card I needed, because I didn't want to like buy them on like TCG Player or Troll and Toad or whatever, or eBay. I wanted to, you know, either to come to our table or I walk around a card show. I wanted to like pick it up from a collector or a vendor or a player. And so Agatha was the last one I needed. And so I was like, am I actually gonna be able to find the Agatha rainbow rare? So a maybe not known or well-loved trainer, gym leader, Elite Four, in the rainbow highest rarity at a show. It was like a $4 or $5 card, but thankfully I was able to get it done. Because there's other people that also have similar collecting goals that are also collecting either all the rainbow rares or all the supporters, all the trainers, or trying to finish certain sets. And so thankfully they were able to donate or trade out of their collections to help me finish my collection. So I'm grateful for that. And then, yeah, continued with the rainbow rares as they continued on into from Sword and Shield to, when they finished that, and then Scarlet and Violet, they stopped doing the rainbow rares, and that's when we got, instead of like so Sword and Shield, it was the same art, but one would be rainbow rare and one would not be. So like with this Kamado, it's literally the same art, but this is the base rarity. Well, not the base rarity, it is the half art version. But then there's this rarity, I guess it's like full art, and then the rainbow rare, which was the highest rarity in the hit. But then they moved away from that with Scarlet and Violet, where they would do, so we would have Arven, like the regular version of Arven. And then we would also have Arven setting up the snacks for the picnic table for boss chief. And so same effect, same card. One of the better cards of that era as well would get you an item card and a Pokemon tool. So very competitively viable. But at least now we're getting into more dynamic, different arts of the same card. And then we'd have, continue with like Scarlet and Violet, we'd have like, I think this is like another one of my favorites. I like this area where it says all, I like the ones where it has like the trainer and the Pokemon. So we have area, again, maybe there's a theme here, like Lucario, we've got the Annihilate, and then we've got the Toxicroak and all the different fighting Pokemon. So I do like those, which would kind of lead to the next goal, possibly would be to finish all of the trainer gallery cards. I like the ones where it's not just the trainer, but the trainer and their Pokemon. And so yeah, that would finish out Ascending Heroes, 151, Black and White, Black Bolt, White Flare. I even got up to, not Ninja Spinner, Chaos Rising. So I'm finished all the way up to Chaos Rising. But I figured, okay, I gotta put something out. I gotta do a little video, I gotta do a little update, because it's also a moving goal, because they're never gonna stop making supporter cards, because there's Pokemon's not just a collector's game. People still play the game, and these are the cards that you need to win the game. So they're gonna keep making trainers, they're gonna keep making supporters, they're gonna keep making item cards, and so I already got spaces ready, and then as those cards come out, I'll print out and cut out those featured cards. I think there's like a Misty's in the next set and some other supporters, so it's done for now at least, but it's a continuing goal. But then that's the problem. Oh, and then, well, here's all the ones that we didn't get in English. So like we got the Bella and Bryson man, but then they in Japan and in other countries they got the full art. So we never got this full art supported treatment in English. I still want all of these. I mean, here's like the black and white cutout I did. I still want all of these, but not part of the original goal. Maybe when I finish some other goals, I'll go back and try to get every single supporter in every single language. One possibility for a future goal would be all of the different trainer gallery cards. And so that's like, well, these weren't trainer galleries. I forget what this mini set was called. But in Cosmic Eclipse, they had these cards. They were the secret rare, so I guess these were the hits of the box. But they weren't treated as hits back then. No one really wanted these cards. They weren't really competitively viable. They were just like, because back in, when is this, 2019, it was still more players game than a collector's game, even with all the different influencers getting into it. And so a lot of these cards were like probably under $50, under $20, like the Piplup and the Weavile. A lot of these were just being thrown away or given away. The Pikachu, Red or Ash, or I guess it's Red, picking Pikachu. You got the Acerola sewing together the Mimikyu. I forget what part those are, but I still count that. I guess maybe that was the original trainer gallery, but the goal would be possibly to get every single trainer gallery card. And I like this because, for the most part, they are the Pokemon with their gym leader or their Elite Four member or their trainer. So I got a lot of them already. A lot of them I already had, because some of them were competitively viable, like this Gardevoir. That wasn't a Gardevoir had a whole multiple seasons where it was good, and some parts would rotate out and some parts would be added. But this was one part of the main strategy for a while with the Shiny Arcana. The Comfey, I have a couple of these. I had like 4 of them. I just went down to 2. This was really good in the Lost Box decks as a way to get cards into your Lost Zone. Rotate it out, and there's no real expanded format anymore, but it's still a beautiful card with like the whole kind of Hawaiian lays motif. And then some of them have like connecting artwork where it's like you put them together and it makes like one big picture with like the different, like the Swablu and the Riolu and the Duskull. Some of them kind of tell a story, kind of like Gary or Blue, as he's like evolving his Eevee either into Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon. And so I'd like to see which ones I'm missing, kind of do the same thing I did with the supporter cards and cut those out and add them here. Another possible goal would be to get every single shiny Pokemon. And they did shiny Pokemon a couple of different ways. They did them in the Shining Fates. They did them in the different mini sets. And so there's multiple ways, Hidden Fates, Shining Fates, but possibly getting every single shiny Pokemon. Because I already have a bunch of them. Again, going to different card shows with TJ, walking around, buying them. I've got all that like content because I would walk around with like the action cam. I just need to like, go through and put it all together. But yeah, I picked up a lot of them already. Just need to, again, go online, print out the cutouts and see which ones I'm missing. But the shiny Pokemon would also include all the different big shinies. Like, so a lot of these back here, like the Deancey, or the Guzzlord or whatever, even though these are legendaries or pseudo-legendaries, they aren't full art. So they're considered baby shinies, even though these aren't literally baby Pokemon, they're not small Pokemon, because it's like massive. It's like, what 119,000 pounds, but they're the baby shinies. Because they're shiny Pokemon, but they aren't illustration rares. And then in the community, we call these other ones are just shiny Pokemon. Obviously, if you're looking at like a Metal Group, this card you would consider this more of the Gold Star, obviously, than a shiny Pokemon. But all of the Gold Star Pokemon are shiny Pokemon. That's Metagross Star is a shiny Pokemon. Suicune Star, it doesn't look like it, but technically it's not supposed to be this hue or the shade of blue, so it's a shiny Pokemon. So I think I have these in chronological order. So like this Latias came out first in the Delta species, where they would take a Pokemon of one type and print it in a different type. So normally Latias isn't normally lightning or electric or steel. It's like a dragon flying type, or just dragon type. No, dragon psychic. But then they swapped the types. And in this version specifically, it's not supposed to be this orange. So, well, no, actually, shiny Latios is like yellow and teal. I actually don't think this one is shiny. I could be wrong. I gotta look that one up actually. So I actually need to look up to see. I think these are the shiny versions. Well, I guess if this becomes the goal, I'll know for sure. But I have them in the shiny section. But I'm thinking about, I don't know if these two are actually shiny. But I know the rest are. So obviously Bagon isn't normally this green. It's like blue. So we got shiny Bagon, shiny Swablu. We got yellow egg. And then I remember pulling these ones. So again, Pokemon wasn't always this crazy expensive. So I think this is up there, maybe $1,000, who knows, based off condition, obviously. But even rewind a year ago, this was like $400. So imagine this was 2012. This was maybe $100, maybe $200, and I just had it since then. You know, it wasn't competitively viable. The Emboar was more viable than the Charizard. This at least accelerated energy, and even this wasn't that viable because you still had to have a lot of energy in your hand. But they weren't expensive. Like, I've had these Empoleons forever because I used to play them. Because, you know, fill up your bench, do a bunch of damage. I like Piplup. Pick Piplup for Diamond and Pearl, like Empoleon. And so I had these for forever with the Dusknoir, finishing out games just to move damage counters and kind of win whenever you needed to win. So a lot of these are, again, I've had for a while because I used to play, you know, for a long time. So one possible goal, again, would be to get every shiny Pokemon. And this is also kind of like a tour of what's in the Big Binder collection, because I walk around with it and then, you know, I show it off from time to time, but then we'll get like to the trainers and then no one ever really sees the rest of the binders. Like, oh, it's a trainer binder, right? It's like, well, there's more than trainers in it. There's all the different collection goals I want to either finish or want to finish. And then possibly getting every EX Pokemon. Again, back in the day, when I got these, they were old then, and so they weren't playable. Most of these, I don't think I bought. I think I got them in actual trades, and that's like throw-ins on trades. I could not tell you how I got this Mew EX. I'm pretty sure it was in someone's binder. We were doing a trade for like actual standard legal cards, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, Mew EX. Throw that in, or add that to the trade. Pretty sure most of these were additions to or throw-ins of other trades, because I did not actually play during the EX era. So, but Deoxys EX came out in 2005. So I was when I was in my Yu-Gi-Oh phase. So I did not actually play Pokemon then. So I did not pull Deoxys EX, and then not play when Deoxys EX was legal. And I did not buy Deoxys EX, so I must have traded for it, but I cannot tell you what I traded for it. So a lot of these EX ones were just like in my binders for years, and I just moved it to the binder collection. But yeah, another goal could be getting every little EX. And that's kind of a theme they've done. They've gone from like EXs, VEs, level Xs, and some they've recycled. So like that was the original lowercase EX. Now we're back on it, lowercase EX. But after that, they did level X's. So I could possibly get every level X card. There's like Darkrai, level X. That'd be cool. Speaking of which, we're getting the Darkrai's in the next set. So if you are a speculator or investor, maybe pick up your Darkrai level X's now before they go up. I forget what else is in that set. But yeah, these were cool. Yeah, Garchomp level X. I forget which one of these got reprinted. I think Cresselia got reprinted for the 25th anniversary. I don't remember what they're reprinting for the 30th anniversary, but I'm sure some of these level X's will be in it. And then the primes, yeah, I think they printed or are going to print, not prime, sorry, the legends. So these were cool because you needed like both halves. You needed both halves in your hand, and then you could play it as one card onto the field once you had both, like in this case, Darkrai and Cresselia, both halves of the legend. Then the legend was told, and you could use it just like any other Pokemon card. And so maybe I get every legend card. There's not that many. I have most of them already. I'm just missing like the bottom half, I guess, of Raikou Suicune. But I've got, and I'm missing like the Groudon Kyogre. But other than that, I have most of them. I got the, speaking of Rayquaza, and then Rayquaza set's coming out, so maybe pick up your Rayquaza Deoxys Legends before that comes out. And then we had primes. I guess a lot of people could put primes in the same category as like half arts, where they're not popping out of the card. They're not full arts, not special illustrations, so they're kind of boring. But they never really did this again with like kind of the edges of the card breaking. So they're unique, but not maybe unique enough. But they were still kind of different than everything else they were doing at the time. So maybe I get all the primes. I already got Umbreon. Maybe I pick up Espeon. And then I think this is when I was mainly playing during this, like, what is this era? This is 2012. So this is like the Dark Explorers, Next Destinies, Black and White era. So we get like Dark Cloak, kind of let you move around for free if you have Dark Energy on. You have Mewtwo EX, it's funny enough that I have two in here, because the whole point of that was Mewtwo Wars. Literally, you do more damage depending on how much energy you have and the opposing Pokemon have. And so you never want to be piled up too much energy, because then you'll be the first one to lose the Mewtwo Wars exchange, because they were also both weak to Psychic. So Mewtwo was weak to Mewtwo. Nope. And then during that same time of the EXs, they also had the original Megas, which I had, but obviously, because I used to play, so I would trade for newer cards. So like I've got Mega Ampharos and Mega Steelix EX, but I had other ones, so I could go back and try to get all the different EXs, big EXs, capital case EXs, or Mega EXs that I'm missing. And then breaks were interesting because they were a different angle, and so they would evolve on top of the other regular cards. So you'd have like, you'd go from like all the way up from the basic to stage 1 to stage 2, and then you would evolve into the Greninja break or the Crobat break, and you would put it on top of the card. And they were like all gold, which they had done all gold before. But this was kind of like a call back to those old gold Pokemon. And they did like Zorg. I think the most competitive ones were Greninja. There was Zorg Break, where you could just kind of copy one of your opponent's attacks. You had Trevenant Break, where you could just kind of place damage counters. Ninetales, which you could copy, I think, any attack, or just did a massive amount of damage. So yeah, these were cool, and I don't think there's too many breaks. That could be, I might be already done with it. I gotta check to see which ones are missing. And then this was kind of where I stopped playing or took a break. It was when the tag teams, or near the tail end of the tag teams. So I played like the Slowpoke, Psyduck, Misty Duck. I'm notorious for playing bad decks or homebrew decks without any real practice. So I played that. But yeah, this was during the era where they had like the 2 Pokemon on one card. So you get like Mewtwo and Mew on one card. Instead of EX or Prime or Breaks, they had GXs with these attacks that you're going to do once per turn. And so yeah, they would combine like 2 Pokemon of the same type. So like Mew and Mewtwo are both Psychic, and then like Mega, Lopunny, and Jigglypuff are both normal types, or Pheromosa and Buzzwole are both bugs, but they're also both Ultra Beasts, the kind of aliens that they did at the time. Which they didn't print a lot of Ultra Beasts. Either it didn't sell well, or people didn't like it, but they quickly moved away from that once they left Sun and Moon. Ultra Beasts, these are both Dragons, the Ganondorf and the Guzzlord. And then the different Raichu evolutions, or Pikachu evolutions, Raichu and the Alolan Raichu variant. So yeah, I could possibly get all the different GXs or tag teams. And then what do I call in this section? I guess these are all the different V's, V Maxes, V Stars. Again, they're like, most of them were in like the trainer galleries. And so, right, so like for this Starmie, we would get Starmie normally, and then later, in the later set, we would get, or in a mini part of the trainer gallery part of the set, we'd get like the Starmie with like Misty and her chilling out at the pool, or Lazy River. And then again, kind of calling back to like me collecting trainer cards, I liked when they had the different trainers with their Pokemon. So you have like May with Blaziken, kind of break dancing, or doing Fire Spin, maybe high jump kick. And then you've got the VMAX version, where it's like literally the size of a building. Maze is trying to hold on for dear life, out here doing Max Blaze. So I like these ones where it's like Pokemon, you got literally like Mimikyu past his bedtime watching TV. Absol is coming in like, what are you watching? So all the different like Pokemon kind of chilling with their trainers. You literally got Umbreon at the bus stop. And then I don't really rip packs a lot because I used to play, so I would just buy the cards I needed. So I don't have a lot of the hits from nowadays. The silver border cards, the illustration rares, and special illustration rares. So the ones I do have are from the packs I ripped. Like I happened to rip a pack of Mega Evolution to get the Vulpix, and I played this deck with Lugia, the kind of spread special energy around, do a lot of damage. So I do have the Mincino and Centino. That's because I played them in my deck, not that I pulled them. And then from a very few packs, I made the mistake of ripping the Mew Premium Collection, because there was the Pokemon High, and then it fell, and then it evened out, and then you could get packs. And so I bought the box, and I opened the box. So these were only 2 hits from the box, the Dragonair and the Poliwhirl. But obviously, I do keep a lot of things sealed, but I opened that one, and so obviously now that box is crazy expensive. So I could get all the, well, this is a more lofty goal, trying to get all the different EXs and special illustration rares with all the sets. There's just so many now. So like the trainers of this is like maybe what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 times 2, 14 pages. But to get every single EX or illustration where it would be like literally the whole binder. And then the last possible goal, kind of one of the last things in the big binder collection, is all the Black Star promos. And so that starts with the Wizards of the Coast ones back when the Magic the Gathering parent company or creators printed and distributed Pokemon. We had these WotC or Wizards of the Coast era promos back from like Kids WB and the first Pokemon movie. We had like Electabuzz and Mewtwo with Pikachu. And I like these because they got the Black Star and they all got their numbers. So this was the third Black Star promo, was the Mewtwo. So I'm missing whatever number 1 is. I have 2, 3, I've got Pikachu, which is number 4. And then they had different promos for different things. So like they get the Meowth, it was like a Game Boy or Game Boy Color tie-in or promo. They've got like the original, like Flying Pikachu with all the birthday balloons. They've reprinted a million times in different forms. The original Surfing Pikachu. And then like the baby Pokemon like Togepi and Cleffa. And then they had promos for other movies like the Entei Unknown movie. And so this would kind of be the same realm as like collecting all the trainer cards. They're not going to stop making promo cards. They put them in like 3-pack blisters and other like tins and tie-ins. So like this Rayquaza was in the set, but this art of it is unique to it being a promo from the Diamond Pearl era. I think this came in a tin. Same thing with like this Meganium Prime. It's from a tin, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but the regular Meganium, yeah, this one, literally right here. This would be the one you would pull from the set. And so they do the same thing, have the same stats, but one looks different depending on if it was the promo or the one from the set. And then I continued on. There's also, and then a lot of the promos are the Pokemon you'd get at pre-releases. And so if you play Pokemon, when new sets come out, local game stores, LGSs would have pre-releases where you would make a deck from your packs or get a build-a battle kit. And you would normally either get one of these, or depending on what build-a battle kit you would get, it would come with one of these promos. And so like Crobat was for Plasma Storm. You had Flygon for Boundaries Crossed. You got Volcarona for Dark Explorers. The only downside, I guess from a collecting standpoint, is that I don't have any of the staff ones. Because I played, but I never judged or staffed or volunteered in any of the events. And so I may have all of these promos from the pre-releases, but I don't have any of the staff ones. And so those can get really pricey because not only do you need to go to a pre-release at a certain time, like this Altaria is from like 2015. So you had to go to this Roaring Skies pre-release 11 years ago, but you had to be in a judge program, be an official judge, and a judge for the store, and then you get the staff promo. And so those are really hard to come by because like that was your payment for staffing for judging the event. So why would you get rid of that card? That was your compensation for putting in your time and effort of becoming a judge and judging the event. So yeah, I don't have any of the. Well, I think I have like one or two that I've bought, but none that I like earned myself, obviously. But yeah, one other possible goal might be to get all the different Black Star promos. And they came in different forms. Like some of them you had to go to League for. So like these were reprints of the gym badges from Gym Hero and Gym Challenge. And so they weren't really that completely viable. It's literally like flip a coin and get tails discarded. Well, actually you can't even, okay, you could play these, but they weren't good. But they were at least cool looking because they were like, you know, references to those old cards. You had Misty and Lieutenant Surge and Erica. But yeah, you could only get them by going and playing at League on like the weekends or whatever your LGS has League, and playing against, you know, friendly games with the people there. And then like the last part of the Big Binder collection is the 2 Pokemon I'm collecting, or two of my favorite Pokemon. I can't speak right now. So one goal would be to get every single Absol card. So that ranges from like random cards. I guess this was like a top card, but it made a picture, but I only have the Absol part of the picture. Or like the e-reader Absol cards, all the way up to like the new illustration, special illustration rare. So I like Absol. It's kind of like a harbinger Pokemon. Often gets blamed for natural disasters or pandemics, but it's just letting people, warning them, but then it's blamed for them. Kind of a telling. It has the eye of disaster, but it's not the cause of the disaster. So I kind of liked that lore of Absol, and then they gave it a cool Mega Evolution where it's kind of like has the angel, like wings, kind of edgy Sephiroth look. And so I like it, Mega Absol and Mega Absol. And then the other Pokemon would be Mawile. That's the other one I've been collecting or trying to get every single Mawile card. You know, they got the Crystal Guardians with the stamps. They've got the, again, it also has a Mega as well, where it went from one gaping maw to dual gaping maws. And I like where it's kind of like folklore, Japanese folklore, fairy tales, kind of this gaping maw, smiling with one mouth while it's actually chewing on your legs or eating you with the other mouth. It's kind of wily biter. It looks like cute and unintimidating, but then when you're not looking, the actual mouth devours you. So again, kind of like these 2 Pokemon based off their lore, and they kind of fell in love with how they look and their design. And then yeah, that's it for the Big Binder collection. So yeah, again, shout out to everyone that helped me get cards for the collection, either Mawiles, Absols, all the ongoing collections, and there's definitely shout outs to everyone that helped me finish the trainer part of the Big Binder collection, getting all of the full arts, illustration rares, special illustration rares. It was a lot of fun doing all this, meeting everybody, going to different card shows, trading, buying, selling, getting all the different parts to finish this out. So I figured I'd just record that part, so that way people could know what was in the Big Binder collection and kind of see where it was and where it's going and how we ended. And then yeah, I'll keep you updated on, I guess, what the next goal is, as I continue to get more of the trainer cards as they come out, or any of the other cards. I actually have other binders. You always see me walking around with this green one, but I have other binders, but those ones are either things that are already finished, like Radiant Pokemon, or not shiny vaults, dragon vault, or small things that I already finished that could just be in some other binders, or either like my favorite artists. So I'll probably highlight those or talk about those at a later time. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of get this out there and kind of showcase what's finished and kind of highlight what's going to happen next. But then, as I try to move this off of the table, I gotta remember what I picked up. So I think this is new, and this is new, and that's not a Mimikyu, but it is new. And then what else is new?